there, YouTube? I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Give my honest thoughts on how that project is being ran. And today, I'm very excited to be checking out the 15th most popular project in all games. That is Homeworld Fleet Command board game, Kickstarter exclusive. A fast-playing, rules-light, solo, cooperative, and PvP board game where you take control of massive fleets from ... So, a couple things I like here, a couple things I don't like here. First and foremost, I hate how far we're, like, zoomed out. Like, I can't even read... Like, you say Kickstarter exclusive here, which I don't care about that much, but I can barely even read it. I'm sure there's other information that could be conveyed there that would be much more useful. I see some minis. I think you're trying to convey to me that this mini is massive, that it takes up half the box, which is cool if that's the case, but once again, we've zoomed out so far. And I can't see modifius. I can't see whatever the hell this word is. This is just an ugly main page here. I don't have a player count. I don't have a time length. I don't have an age. I don't really have the mechanisms. I know it can be played solo, cooperative, or competitively, but I don't really know what I'm doing. It's a fast-playing, rules-light. Like there's so little information here. It just feels like mostly fluff. That being said, it's already raised £269,000, so kudos to them with 1,800 backers. Take control of the massive fleets from the cult classic video game. There it is. And that is such an oof. Like, come on. Make your description so you're not going to cut out the most important word here. And the reason why we have $270,000. And that's because video game. From the cult classic video game. That's why this is doing so well, presumably. As always, when you go in the video, though, I'm thinking three things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Let's go.
This is Fleet Command. The mothership is ready. Initiate launch sequence at your discretion. Homeworld Fleet Command is a fast-playing, rules-light game where you take control of massive fleets in epic tabletop sci-fi battles based on the award-winning video game series. Command over 100 different miniature ships from the Kushan and Taiidan navies. Fighter and bomber squadrons.
That's nifty right there. Now that we're actually getting into the gameplay components, I'm intrigued, but that main image, whew.
Corvettes, frigates, destroyers, heavy cruisers, carriers, and the mothership.
I feel like I should see a cease and desist from Fantasy Flight Games. This looks Twilight Imperium-esque. That's from a diehard Twilight Imperium fan, so that's a good thing to me. It's exciting.
Jump into the shoes of a seasoned admiral. Assign crew and build your custom army.
Now I want to go back to that. That looked really cool. So this is how you're going to set up at the start of the game. You're going to have asymmetrical stuff, so each time will be different in theory. Cool.
Assign crew and build your custom armada from a fleet of iconic ships using...
What's the 10 out of 25? Is that like some sort of star system I have to spend points on? Because that's cool.
...a simple star point system.
Ah!
Order your fleet through clever use of command cards to annihilate the enemy. Play interrupt cards to surprise your opponent. Achieve your mission objectives to gain medals and claim victory. Follow a 10-part campaign that will teach you the rules step by step, from defending KHARAK to...
So it's a 10-part tutorial. Okay. That seems like a lot of parts. Is that 10 separate games? You tell me after 10 games I'll fully know this game? Are you telling me the story's 10 games, but as we go through it, there's going to be more unlocked? I'd like to, hopefully they cover that a little bit more. I also think that, once again, that makes me hate the main image even more. 10 campaign mission? That's hot. That's hot if you're a video game fan. That's hot if you're a board game fan. Doesn't matter. I'd mention that.
Boarding Supernova Station or the battle for TENHAUSER Gate. Play solo or co-op against a determined enemy AI. Play in teams of 2 or add more copies of the base game for gigantic fleet battles with many players.
Now that I will give them kudos on. Half-point grade bump up there. I see so many companies that have stuff like this on the Kickstarter. It's like, and I see it in the FAQ, and people are like, hey, if I buy another copy, can I combine them? And they're like, oh yeah, you can totally do that. It's like, well, why the hell isn't it mentioned it front and center? That's a lot of people's jam. I can think of like 3 games where I own more than one copy specifically for that reason, and spotlighting something like that I think is a good idea. So really like what they did there with that part of the video.
Are you ready to battle amongst the stars and fight your way to Higara? Our home. Fleet Command is online.
Okay. Looks like a space combat bing 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 game. I mean, it honestly, like that, I've never played the video game, but it seems pretty generic, spacey, go around, blow crap up sort of thing. Nothing there was like, whoa. And once again, with Modifius Entertainment, I don't expect that. And I hate to say that, but I've played quite a few of their games, and every time I'm like, yeah, I'm whelmed. Founded by Chris and Rita Birch in 2013 when we launched the Octon Cthulhu Kickstarter, Modifius Entertainment is a UK-based global tabletop gameplay publisher of RPGs, miniatures, games, stuff, things, and board games. The Elder Scroll, The Spectre, Matt Leacock's Thunderbirds, blah, blah, blah. We're throwing all the big names out there. I like that. And this is why I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt here. We'll go check out their Board Game Geek, too, if they don't mention their pedigree. Kung Fu Panda, the board game. I actually remember I was really excited about this game. Did that game ever come out? John Carter, that's a role-playing game. We don't talk about that. Well, I mean, that's... I guess I should. See if they got their stuff. Infinity Cooperative Game. That thing came out years ago, so I know that one's out. Yeah, that was 2016. This one's 2022 is the last update, so yeah, I'm pretty sure that one's probably out. So, Space Combat kind of has to be your jam. All in all, I'd like to try it, but I'm not sold on it. Yeah, likewise. I like the idea of customizing it. The 25-point system really does appeal to me to a certain extent. You know, asymmetricizing, that's a word, your character. That's cool. And I'm sure it's reminiscent of the gameplay. Pre-orders, yes. This stuff is out. John Carter of Mars, probably going to be out. January 8, 2020 was the last update. Yeah, so pretty sure that one's probably out. So, once again, the Can You Do It? And then this one I'm 99% sure is out as well. I think I saw it on the clearance rack at something at Gen Con. Yeah, so all this is out. It's out. Can You Do It is a yes on the actual product getting to your door. That's always good. Lots of collaborators here, too. Homeworld Fleet Command, large-scale, fast-paced fleet battles. You know what would really emphasize the fast-paced nature of this game to me as a consumer? If you actually mention the time length in the marquee. You know, that'd be nice. So 30 to 60 minutes. Yeah, that's not the time length I was expecting. I can imagine that the majority of the people who watched that video were not thinking, yeah, it looks like a 30 to 60-minute game. It didn't look like that. Now, that gets me more excited, but once again, put it on the marquee. The version of the game is Kickstarter exclusive edition and won't be going to retail. This version of the Homeworld stuff thing's got it. Exclusive Kickstarter only stretch goals. Cool. Kickstarter only edition. This edition of the base game expansion and fleet boxes will not be available at retail. Play co-op, or against friends in epic battles. I imagine this will be available, though, at conventions and whatnot. They have a big convention presence. Unlock bonus. Not that I really care, but it's just, it is what it is. Tabletopia, click to play. That's nice. Play Scenario 3. Cool. Game highlights. 10-part campaign that will take players from the first firefighter skirmish to epic battles such as Return to KHARAK, Supernova Station, and TENHAUSER Gate. So essentially, that sounds to me like there's a system and you can play through the system. I want to see more about that. A little bit skeptical. And then this is that a 3 or an 8? I think that's an 8. 8-part campaign with expansion. Cool. Have you told me what I'm buying yet? I'm going to buy this, presumably, right? Oh, what's the price going to be? Combine multiple copies, and once again, I do have to come into this from the perspective of knowing that this is an intellectual property, and with IP games, they have to pay extra to use that intellectual property, and thus the costs are generally higher for these, despite the fact they're probably going to mass-produce the snot out of this, because you got an IP game, why the hell not? Pledge level. So, $75. They did convert the currency, that's nice. $90. Yeah. Yeah. No. No thanks. Includes over 100 ships. It's a lot of minis. That's good. Love how small you made them look here. You know, like, because here's the bottom line. It includes over 100 ships. So does Risk. You know? It's like, okay. Where's the gameplay? How many cards are there? You know, and I love how they were just like, it's got ships. Yeah, it's ships. That's all you need to know. No, cards. Cards. Board size. Other information on components aside from just these minis, which once again were so unimportant that you decided not to spotlight them in the marquee and you decided to zoom out as far as we possibly could so we can't even see the name of your company. Who the hell does that? Modifius, come on. Commander Pledge. So what is this? This is the expansion box plus that, 125, so we're bumping up 35. That's not... Oh, no, it's 150. That's $60 more. So it feels like a full MSRP Ticket to Ride size expansion. Okay. Now this one comes with over 200 ships, and as you can see, look, you see those ones right there? Those ones right there were not in the original one, or maybe they were. We're not going to spotlight what's new. Why would we possibly do that? And I'm sure they probably will do later. But I am not in any way, shape, or form convinced about these prices. But once again, it's the intellectual property. You love the game. You spend thousands of hours on the game. You're going to buy this because it's $210 and blah, blah, blah. Cools over 400 ships. It's tons of plastic. Look, more stuff. Okay. What's in the core box? 52-page rule booklet with 10 scenarios. Okay. Double-sided game board with hex grid. That's nice. Yeah, this is the shot. Focusing in, zooming in on the stuff. Thank you. About time. We've zoomed so far out for so long. So what are we up to cards? 2 cards, 56 cards, 108 cards, 148 cards. Got it. 148 cards, is that's the base game. What about with the expansion? That's everything. Or is this just the base game? What's in the core box? I'm not going to tell you what's in the core box, but we're not going to tell us what's in the expansion. Or maybe it's attached to the stretch goal. I bet it is. Included in Fighter Pledge, included in Commander Pledge, included in the Admiral Pledge. That is a clean, clear system. I do like how they have that. Those transparent fighter trays, remember those things that you loved from the video? Now you got them. I love when you show me stuff before it's actually unlocked. That's my favorite. 12 transparent stealth fighters. Cool. That's nice. Are these extra ships? Do these come with cards? Is this gameplay? Are these upgraded components? Did this go from wooden chits to plastic? I don't know, because once again, you didn't tell me in my stretch goals, and you didn't tell me in here. Overall, come on. I mean, I know you haven't done a board game in a while, but damn, look around the industry. See what the industry standard is. This is 4 hero and 4 commander cards. Here we go. This is great. This is what I want to see. I'd love if it was zoomed in. Once again, zoomed out on everything. We don't care. You don't care about the gameplay. You care about the IP. And nothing says that more than zooming out on all the information that I actually want to see. Apologies for bumping the mic. 4 planetary facility cards, Meller Valor tokens. It's just, I get frustrated when I see intellectual property games and then the companies that take care of them. And I'm like, man, if only another company would have done this. 4 transparent fighter trays, 2 cushioned. So what is this? We unlocked this at 160,000. So yeah, stuff. Just stuff. More stuff. I don't know what it is. Maybe it'll be in the updates. Further stretch goals funded at... So how far are we away from that? When did this launch? That's what I'd like to know as well. I got a couple questions. Let's check this out. So this one launched a week ago. Okay. February 6th. All right. Good to know. And we are at, what are we at, money-wise? I'm just trying to see how close we are. So $325,000. Wow, their currency really kicks. Sorry. The pound conversion screwed me up there. What's in the expansion box? Oh, so here we go. Now we're focusing on the expansion box. I can't read any of this. I can read what it is. Kushan upgrade cards. Maybe if I'm a big fan of the game, I know exactly what that means, but everybody else... Just more plastic, more cards. You notice we haven't seen a gameplay video yet? A how to play video? Hell, even a preview. Jiminy Crispy, at least give me a dice tower. Come on, something. Quackalope me one time. Like, where's the preview? Where's the quote? Where's the something or other? This is, ugh. So what do we got here? Now we got add-ons. The Kushan fleet box. Is that the expansion? No, because this is the Taiidan fleet box. Is this something different? Wow. It's fun when I don't know what your add-ons are. What's in the Taiidan box? So there's 2 boxes in the pledge level. Is that right? Let me zoom all the way up to the pledge level because we didn't put the components with the pledge level. We just showed off plastic because that's all we think people care about. Commander pledge. So there's an expansion. Yeah, it says there's an expansion box. So this comes with 2 expansion boxes. Gotcha. That's the big all-in. $210. Yikes. Got it. Where's the shipping? Lots of stuff. Okay, so this is if you buy it separate, $65. Homeworld Revelations Game Master Bundle. What the hell is this? Is this some other RPG thing you do? Oh, okay, I see. This is an RPG based on the video game. Cool. Is this already out? You didn't do this, right? You didn't kickstart this, at least. That seems kind of odd. We're not going to spotlight that at all. Actually, I guess it's not. We don't really spotlight much here except for plastic. 2 extra double-sided game boards. Oh, so this is if you want to have larger games. Got it. How gameplay works. Cool. Star system. I saw this in the video. Don't jalop me. Read the rule booklet. Core and expansion rules highlight. Stuff, things, capital ships, ion cannon frigate, assault frigate, destroyer, missile destroyer. Wow. Wow, Modifius, be still my beating heart. This says capital ships and ion cannon frigates? That means absolutely nothing to me. Thank you. Like, ugh. Like, I get it. Like, what? I can't just, why do I have to download it? Can I just open it? I double-clicked it. I don't want to download it. Couldn't preview file. The file is too large. Whatever. Alright, previews and playthroughs. Here we go. Incoming transmission. Epic space battles. That's what you get in this game. That's it. That's the quote I get. Once again, not putting that on Kimberly. Putting it on them. That was the best quote they picked from that video. You paid so much money for that video. That's the best quote. Hey, it's an epic space battle. Guess what? I kind of knew that from the marquee. And you didn't tell me much of the marquee either. Ugh. Final thoughts, preview. Okay, so is this a gameplay? I just want the gameplay.
Hey, everybody.
There we go. Good. Good. It really is a surprisingly quick space combat game. Once again, this is information that I could literally figure out and infer from the box when it tells me it's 30 to 60 minutes and I see spaceships going pew, pew, pew on the front. These quotes are garbage, and I don't put it on the people giving the quote. I put it on Modifius. What the hell? Ugh. Like, that's in no way... Like, tell me how amazing the star system is, and how every single time you can create and craft your own unique vessel for whatever the situation and the scenario is. Like, really? Was that too hard for... Like, come on. Worth the investment. The gameplay is really, really solid. We've had a fantastic time playing it. It's worth $210. We had fun with it. And once again, I'm not nitpicking anybody making those quotes. I'm picking Modifius for... That's the quote we spotlighted. Because once again... I want to go back to the first quote. This is 2 sentences lumped together. That's we get. That's it's right up my alley. From the nostalgia of the game to putting the game on the table, I really, really like it. So these feel like they're all aimed at people who just want to know if this game sucks or not. Like, oh, did you like? And that's it. Really is a cool game. It's the size and time frame that is my kind of game. Hey, this game's cool. It's 30 to 60 minutes, and it's large? This is the size and time frame? What does that mean? Modifius, could we get a little FAQ on the quote there? Because you deem that as such a good quote, we gotta put it there. Oh my golly. I feel like I'm talking to my children right now when we get home, and I'm just like, I'm reaming into them. Like, what were you thinking? Highly tactical skirmish with campaign. Paid a lot of money for a lot of videos. You're not even gonna get Alex's quote in here? The Quackalope? Come on. Or not Quackalope, sorry. Quackalopes, they work together, but a lot of times not work together, but they, you know. They rub elbows and chit-chat. I should do that more. I'm not good at collaborating. I'm not good at emailing, period. You can see a selection of shipping estimates. All right. Here we go. There's 3 pledge levels. That's great. So I'm paying $26.80. So grand total, I'm paying $237. No thanks. I love how you made the times as small as humanly possible. Why? Oh. Okay, no. I thought it was yeah, this is weird. That's so tiny. Look how tiny that is. Kickstarter. So the Kickstarter campaign is here. Production starts in... Okay, so you get it by the end of the year. In theory. Previous projects. Hey, we did all this stuff. Don't go... Like, are you going to tell me that stuff's good? Because I've not heard good things about 2 of those games. Skyrim board game. Oh, this one's actually... No! Okay, top 4,000. That's banging. That's not bad at all. That's them. Good, and this is the last thing they did. Thunderbird's 1,200. Great. I just didn't hear anybody talk about it. 4,000. Take backsies. These are not terribly rated. These are not terribly rated at all. 1,200, 3,600, 4,000, 5,600, 6,900, 7,200, 7,300, 9,600, 9,700, 10,000. But these are expansions. Spectre, the one you were showing off, 14,000. Lugu, yeah, that one. Really, they did Lugu? They did Lugu? I'm the only person who covered Lugu. Quite literally, me, 9 years ago. That's worth a subscribe if you're not subscribed. That's how hard I go in games. I'm the only person to cover their game. What the hell? That's such a blast from the past. Lugu. Haven't thought about that one. Anywho. I don't feel $230 worth convinced at all. Let's check out the pledge levels. $1, 211 people sitting on the fence, okay? $91, you get the core box, 77. Big one's probably going to be the next one. 156 people took this, then the big one. $855, plus we have the early bird, 500. So we have 1,300 people taking the most popular pledge level. Once again, Bauer's Law stands that if you give people the option to give you as much money as you possibly want, they will do that. And I'm going to guess this time it's mostly just those video game fans. Will there be translations available? I have a problem with my payment. This is interesting. Okay. It's not alphabetized, which is how I'd recommend doing this, but I actually not. This is great. This is a step closer to the reload from Colossal Games being in everyone's FAQ. So yeah, I do like how it's organized. Update, board game RPG crossover and building action. Oh, hey, you're going to tell me about that role-playing game you just kind of slapped in my face in the add-ons with no information at all? Cool. You tried the demo Tabletopia, we discovered an error. Cool. Thanks to everyone joining. They did the thing here. The crossover PDF will provide guidelines and mechanics for using the board game to play ship battles for the RPG. So yeah, this is like a whole big thing that's getting launched and released, and they're just like, yeah, we'll post update number 8. That's where we're going to spotlight that, because that's how much we want to put some time, love, and focus on that. Like, if you have the IP, like, that's so bizarre to me. Like, because here's the bottom line. If you're a board game company, you're going to make a video game board game. They say, yo, you can also make a role-playing game, because we see that's something you do. I feel like you would give each of those, like, equal treatment, right? Or somewhat equal treatment, because both of those could potentially be huge Kickstarters for you, because you already have a massive install base on the Homeworld Fleet Command. Because I'm curious. Let's see how popular this game is. Fleet Command. I have not even heard of this one. I'm a noob, apparently. There's the video. Is it, where's the, this is the board game. Where's the video game? Fleet Command. Okay. No, that's a Homeworld Fleet Command. Is there a video game? Yeah. It's based on the video game. That's why it's just doing so well, right? Massive fleets and epic. I'm just so confused. I feel out of touch with the kids. So 25 comments. 9 comments. Let's check out the most engaging updates, see what they're doing there to get people talking. So 25 comments, not bad. Let's see what they were doing. Unlocked. Cool. Looks like a bag and stretch goal. Tell me about all the cool stuff we get. Hi there, we've added a new add-on today, an extra set of 2 double-sided game boards from the base game and expansion. These 2 boards let you more variety. So these are from the base game and expansion. Oh, so now I could buy the boards that are already in the base game if I want to double up and have a bigger board. Okay, got it. 2 extra heavy cruisers. Cool. Extra stuff. Now we're actually kind of zooming in a little. I still can't read anything. We revealed the next batch of stretch goals, including a bonus heavy cruiser and a bonus destroyer. Let's see what people are saying. Do the extra boards fit in the core box? We don't want to make the core box so big it costs you more for the shipping to send it to you in the post. People don't choose the add-on. It would be unfair for them to pay more for shipping. If you took the plastic tray out and the car, save stuff. So no. Not without finagling it. Will there be an all-in pledge at a later date? And should I expect more add-ons to be paid for? Yeah, this feels like they're trying to seem honest, real. We're considering a couple of other add-ons based on backer feedback, but we have to get approval from Gearbox on certain elements. I don't know how I feel about this. So we're a week into the campaign, and they're like, yeah, we might add some more add-ons. Like, what? That's so weird to me. And then they don't actually... We're considering a couple... So, at the moment, we want to keep the pledge simple and let people choose any extra items they want. I can guarantee if we did all in with the extra add-ons, someone would want a different version. I bet they're going to do it. I'm just speculating now. There will be by the end of this. Extra destroyers equals great. Extra cruisers equal bad. I think everyone would prefer to either drop the cruisers in the latest stretch or exchange them for more destroyers. Can we have these boards more in the style of Homework? Yeah, they weren't very cool looking boards. Quick question for the infographic for the extra action cruisers. Is it supposed to include the fighter pledge only because heavy cruisers were introduced? They are doing good customer service here, though. We'll still work in the factory. Okay. Final grade on this one. Mixed thoughts. Lots of mixed thoughts. That main image just, it just reeks of generic space game to me. And everything's zoomed out. Like, it feels like we're 100% focusing more on the video game customers than the board game customers, which is fine. But, I don't know. Even as a video game person, I don't feel like I'm that convinced. Do I want it? It looks interesting. It doesn't look $230 for the all-in interesting. It doesn't look $110. Is that what we're 100? I think, yeah. It's like we're at like $105 for a 30 to 60 minute space battle game. Like let me say that again. We're paying $105 for a 1 to 4 player 30 to 60 minute space bang 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 game. That's a hard sell for me. Even with the 10 campaigns, I would need to read the rule booklet on this. I don't know. I got bad juju on this one. And I think it's just because I've seen Modifius Entertainment so much at conventions that I know that you're going to be able to get this after the fact for a much lower price. If you go to conventions. I mean, that's a big if. That's not everybody. So do I want it? Yeah. Can you do it? I will say their pedigree is much better than I thought it was at first glance, but still, like, who's the designer of this? I think that's the big one. They did not spotlight that at all. And I think that one, Homeworld. Ahoy there, Eddie! So let's see what the designer is. Chris Birch, Nick Fallon. Okay, what have they done before? Kung Fu Panda. Airflix. That's a bit concerning to me. So they both worked on Kung Fu Panda and Airflix. And yeah. Yeah, okay. Do I want it? Can you do it? Yes, I have no doubt in my mind it's physically going to get made, but will it be great? Will it be worth the money? I'm skeptical. The track record says it should be good, hit or miss. But that's a lot. They do have a great pedigree, but I'm very underwhelmed by this being such a huge IP. Yeah, likewise. And then how much is it? I don't feel like it's good at all. Like I don't even feel like it's Kickstarter reasonable, and maybe they just did such a poor job like showcasing the components to me, the way it's broken up and the way we're not focusing on gameplay nearly enough. It's just plastic. I've seen too many other games that look exactly like this that have turned out to be just meh, that it concerns me. So at the end of the day, I'm beating around the bush here on the grade. The Kung Fu Panda game, yeah, it actually was much higher rated than I expected at 6,900. But once again, sitting at 6,900 is still not, I mean, that's not great. I mean, if you look at the 6,900 slot and you look around, you're like, we're up here with Who Should We Eat? Squint, which I gave a 7. The Pickle Rick game, that one holding on the trouble. That one's actually pretty banger. That's a good game. I don't know. Yeah, I agree with you on the price to time ratio. Not sure if it's worth to buy now. Yeah, I don't feel like they convinced me in any way, shape, or form. I am uninspired by this, but once again, I have to look at it from the video game perspective. Pretty heavy here. And as a video gamer, like if one of my favorite games was coming and this was what I got, I'd be like, yeah, it looks cool. Doesn't look the price. Yeah, I think I'm at a D+. It's a D+, because I did give them a point grade bump up. I think they did a great job spotlighting the fact that this can go up to, 8 players, a whole bunch of different players. There's PvP, there's co-op, but everything else just falls kind of flat. It just looks very generic spacey. But let me know. What's your final grade for Homeworld Fleet Command, the board game? And as always, if you're enjoying the content, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below as I'm trying to reach 17,000 subscribers to celebrate my biggest year ever in 2023 on YouTube. Bye-bye.